What is good, guys? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one, I want to talk about some very important things that Elon Musk put on his Twitter page. I'm going to break down how some of these things could involve Tesla and the future of the company, and some other important things involving his opinions on Tesla and the future of other things. Before I begin the devil's information, before I talk about Elon Musk and what he's been saying about Tesla recently, let me just mention a couple of things. I am personally not a financial planner, so take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link, which is down below and in the description. If you sign up for Moomoo, the link's down below, and deposit $100 into the account, you are guaranteed 5 free stocks. If you deposit $1,000, you're guaranteed up to 15 free stocks, and the offer ends very soon. Anyways, when it comes to Tesla, as you guys can see, Tesla's on this downtrend as we got lots of bad news. And although Elon Musk's tweets don't really affect Tesla as much as they did in the past, I still believe it's very important to at least listen to what he has to say because his insights are very important and he's still the CEO of Tesla. Now, let me just say that I don't really check Tesla's or Elon Musk's Twitter page that often. I only check it maybe like once a week and only if we see some headlines about it. And the reason for that is because Elon Musk does not tweet as much about Tesla as he did in the past. Most of his tweets are very political and things about other things like that. And anyone can say whatever they want about him in that regard. You could say whatever you want, believe whatever you want. It's your choice, and I'm completely fine with that. But I just want to say that with Elon Musk, I want to kind of avoid politics. I just want to say this and make this video in a very, very unbiased way and just review some of the things that he has been saying because his opinions are very insightful oftentimes, and he does say some important things about Tesla. So, with that being said, I don't think that any of these tweets will affect Tesla that much, but I do believe what he's saying right now is very important. So, first and foremost, Elon Musk gave a very, very big thanks to the entire team in the Giga Berlin. This is very important because he went there just a couple of days ago to address the situation after the big power outage. Now they're back online and things are improving, so that's awesome to hear. This is his tweet from that time where he was talking about how they're back online. So that's awesome to see him actually going down there to address the situation, help, be a leader, improve whatever has to be done and meet up with other people. During the time he was there, he gave a speech at the Giga Berlin, and he had X, his son X A12 was there, also known as Ash. He was basically there. Elon Musk was giving a speech while his son was on his shoulders. So very, very funny stuff. Very, very cool. He's getting a lot of attention for that. I'm sure many people may have not known that, but that is what ended up happening. And on top of this, Elon Musk did not just go to the Giga Berlin and Brandenburg, but he also spoke with other people there. So he basically met with the prime minister of Brandenburg, and also some other economists over there. Here's some pictures from the time. That's very awesome to hear about. Musk said that the support of Brandenburg is much appreciated. Awesome to hear, guys. That's what Musk has been up to. Now, this is very important for Tesla as well because he has been discussing more and more potential plans, in my opinion, about expanding in Germany. He's going to be talking about how things are doing in Giga Berlin and talking about other things involving conservation efforts and the EVs as a whole and other things like that. So that is good for Tesla. It's very good to have more representatives out there for him to be talking to other important officials. And this could be very important in Germany, considering that Tesla has been working hard to expand there, but they're getting a lot of backlash for it amongst many locals because of how it may affect their reservoirs and their other irrigation systems and things like that. So it's important for Musk to do this. I do believe this is great news. It's good he's meeting with politicians and other political figures, and he's willing to at least negotiate with them. That's very, very important for Tesla. On top of this, I saw some tweets right here about the Giga Berlin. People are saying it looks very sick, and Musk is saying that they finished building the Rave Cave. So that's pretty funny stuff. I believe it's supposed to be under the Giga Berlin. I've been looking into it. I'm not really seeing too many details about this right now since this tweet just came out a couple of hours ago. But we'll see if there are any more tweets about it, if we get more images from the Rave Cave. I think the Rave Cave is a good idea because if anything, it gives like a lot of employees a chance to just take some time off and do events there and have fun. So it's great to hear. Tesla's a very, very demanding job working there, working in the Gigafactory. So that is something that can help the employees and more events could be held over there. So very cool stuff from Tesla. I'm sure we're going to find out more things like that. I saw some pictures here too. People are saying that they should have a DJ, and this is like a picture someone made with AI. You guys can see it right here with Elon Musk in the Rave Cave. So pretty cool stuff. Very, very awesome. On top of this, I just want to mention that uh, excuse me, guys. This is actually in response to something else that was tweeted in 2020. Musk said that Tesla should have a mega rave cave under the Berlin Gigafactory, and he just said that they completed it. So that's some pretty funny stuff. This used to make a lot of headlines as well. The mega rave cave under the Gigafactory. So he kind of kept his word on this. This did end up coming out. So we'll see if there are more pictures of it and stuff like that. On top of this, there's been a lot of talk about the next FSD update for Tesla. People are very excited about it, and it's supposed to help excuse me, slowness and hesitancy from the vehicles. That's very, very awesome stuff. There was actually a review that came out involving this. Musk said there are going to be major improvements, and I think he had another tweet about this as well. There was a person that actually was talking about the update on Twitter. They were breaking down how, well, by Twitter, I mean X. On X, they basically broke down the improvements being made when they were driving through a path. They were talking about how it's doing a much better job at kind of staying balanced. It's not as hesitant as before. And there are a lot of improvements being made to the neural network. So they reduced the lines of code big time, and then that's going to make things a lot better. So that's some good news for them. If anything, Musk is saying that it's great so far. He mentioned right over here, I believe, that it's a very, very big release. Arguably, it should be called version 13, so it's that big in his opinion. And once this is actually out, once we see more and more vehicles using this, we'll see if the improvements are there. I personally can't say much since I haven't actually, used a Tesla with this technology yet. So we'll see how things go. I haven't actually used the next version update yet, if anything is what I'm referring to. So we'll see. But as far as Tesla goes, this is a great piece of news, a great improvement. This was making a lot of headlines too about how Elon Musk was saying that this is going to be a big update. They're eliminating like 300,000 lines of code from C++ and other things like that. So that's good for Tesla. We'll see what else happens with this, and we'll see if any improvements are made. I also saw two more tweets from Musk. This is something very interesting that Musk was talking about. So basically, this person right here was talking about how the utopia of self driving cars sounds great in theory, but in reality, giving up our freedom and autonomy is much darker. They're basically talking about how people love their cars, people want the freedom to drive however they want to, and they don't really like the idea of us basically possibly being forced to, or even having this new world where people have FSD cars driving up by themselves. So Musk said it will take at least a decade before the majority of cars are self-driving, his opinion, but this is a legitimate concern in his opinion as well. Now, he didn't really address everything else about this, but I just want to say that this is a real concern. Now, I personally love to drive. I know some people may not agree with that, but I enjoy driving, especially safely and going out and just kind of choosing how I like to go around in different places. I think having FSD technology is an option. It will be very awesome and very useful on those drives when you don't feel like driving. But at the same time, I mean, you have to consider that there may be a possibility that one day FSD becomes so potent and so powerful that the majority of cars out there end up using that kind of technology, and that people may not even be allowed to drive. I know that's not going to happen like for the near term. It may happen in decades to come. It's always a possibility. So it's something worth thinking about. I'm not really too worried about that for the time being, because right now, for the next decade, we're gonna have human drivers, no doubt about that. But Musk did kind of bring this into his Twitter page. He's responding to this. He is thinking about issues like this. For now, and I believe for the next decade to come, people will always have the option to put their own hands on the steering wheel for possibly multiple decades. But we will see what happens into the future, because this will become a massive issue if we enter a world where human drivers are not no longer as as relevant, and it ends up becoming more obsolete, and that the new norm is having an FSD driving assist tool that ends up just taking over. So who knows what's going to happen? I mean, I don't really want to predict the future in that regard. I mean, who knows what's going to happen on that end? There are always going to be people who want to drive their own cars, and I believe people will always be able to. But we'll see what happens as decades progress. This is something worth noting. But for the short term, like I said before, I'm not really too worried about this. We're going to have human drivers for years to come, if not over a decade. So I'm not too worried about that. What else is worth noting is that Tesla owners Silicon Valley has tweeted that the Tesla Cybertruck is super easy to charge on the Tesla network. You could go anywhere you want. Musk basically retweeted this, and he said that it's very important to note the neural network as a big part of their technology. Basically, Tesla has over 15,000 charging networks or charging stations in the US and over 50,000 worldwide. That is amazing news for them, because it does allow Tesla to not just utilize these, but also share them amongst different companies, which are still adopting this kind of technology, which is creating another big business for Tesla. So, once again, good stuff on Tesla's and Elon Musk's Twitter pages. It's awesome to see things like this. I do want to note that the guy is very political, always tweeting about politics and stuff like that. Let me just pull up a picture of Musk. Let me find a better picture of him. I think this is a better one. Let me try to zoom into this so you can see him more clearly. But basically, Elon Musk is always talking about things involving like politics and stuff like that. So it really is his choice. He has the right to say whatever he wants, but the truth is, it's been very difficult to find a lot of tweets involving Tesla as of recently. That's why I usually just like wait a week or so. So with that being said, I mean, with Elon Musk doing what he has to do, I am still proud of him. He has made a lot of great moves. Some of his moves are questionable, but it is what it is. And I just want to say that I still respect Musk. He's doing a great job at trying to improve, and he's still making a lot of good moves. There are things he's not perfect at. I can agree with that. He's not perfect whatsoever. He makes mistakes, but I'm here to just be unbiased and say that I still think he's a good CEO. He's doing a great job. He's meeting up with different officials and he's trying to improve Tesla. And there's no other CEO in the world like him, whether you want to admit that or not. I mean, he has very, very stern political views, of course, but it is what it is. He's still doing his job, and I just want to give him appreciation and respect nonetheless. Yes, we could disagree with his politics. Yes, we could disagree with him in any regard. That's fine. But still, don't forget that if you are a Tesla investor, if you are making money off Tesla, you have to appreciate the work that the Tesla team does. And Elon Musk is a big part of that, whether you want to admit that or not. All right. So, with that being said, let's put politics aside. I know Musk is always tweeting about politics. I just want to ignore that. I just want to say that he's doing well. So I wish the best for him and his family. And with that being said, this is your latest update on his tweets. All right. So thank you for listening, guys. Have a great day. Remain calm, cool, and collected. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for listening. Have a great weekend and peace out.